What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I'm doing this second part because there is an important issue. It's always important to me to bring you the truth and the complete truth. Um, I always have a responsibility to my people that anytime you have been exposed to my work, that should be correct. That you can have confidence in the information that I share with you. It's very important. It's integrity. Now, there has been speculation that Jelani Day, this young king here pictured with his beautiful mother, who is really giving me Anita Baker right now. Sweet love. Oh my God, it's too early. Don't you calling out my name? I feel no shame. I'm in love. Okay, I'm working on it. Right. Anita owes me a check anyway. She knows it. Pay up, Anita. Anyways, there had been speculation that his organs were missing. All right. We first want to hear from his mother, and then I have found a recent report that is 5 days old. I've not read it. The title says Jelani Day's mom sets record straight after reports. Then I scroll down and another title says Jelani Day's body was not missing brain and vital organs. We're going to read one or both of those or something. But first, let's hear from the vessel that gave life to this brother. It's very important.
They mutilated my son. And I need to know what happened to him. Because Jelani wouldn't have did nothing like that to nobody. He wouldn't have hurt nobody. Jelani shouldn't have been like that. I didn't even get a chance. His brothers and sisters didn't get a chance. His dad didn't get a chance. When people die, you're supposed to be able to make peace and see them. I couldn't even see my baby. I couldn't even look at him because I was scared to look at what that was. But then I had to hear 2 days later what the autopsy report said. And I should have looked at them because I should have seen what they was looking at.
Now, that was his mother, Rahimahullah. Now, this came up when I searched it now again. All right. It says in the article, according to Day's family and their attorney, Hallie Besner, that's going to be a Zionist, Jelani's body was found without eyeballs. The Sun-Times also stated that the family's private forensic pathologist could not find a brain or other organs, including Day's liver and spleen. This is from 2 days ago. Wait, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. But now, we see right under that, it says, no organs were missing. Mother of Jelani Day clarifies Chicago Sun-Times report. So we're going to click on that. Wow, what a handsome kid, dude. You know? You just see so much promise and life in his eyes. Like, the world is just his, you know? But another thing I want to point out and remind you all, too, everybody, is I've spoken to you in the past about the potential. You know, when a man ejaculates, you know, we send out billions of sperm In fact, let me just get a number on that. What is the number of sperm in male ejaculate?
Here's a summary from Oakland University. A fertile male human ejaculates between 2 and 5 milliliters of semen. There are normally about 100 million sperm.
Now, they saying 100 million. I'm sure that's from a white person. So, we're black men. So, that number has got to be tripled. You understand? But my point is that when we lose a male, we lose his potential. You understand? We have to have that sperm because the sperm of the man determines the sex of the child. You understand? And obviously the man is the other half of procreation. So we have to see these deaths also as genocide. In addition to it being an individual murder, we have to see it as another genocide upon our people. Do you understand? This is not just an attack on Jelani, it's an attack on us, our legacy, our seed. That's what it is. So when we lose this brother, we lose his potential. How many kings and queens would he have produced? And then they produce, and then they produce, and then they produce. And on the cycle goes as ordained by Allah. So I just need you to be cognizant of that. Now, this is from who's telling us this lie? Who is saying these things to us? This is, what is this? This is, I don't know the publication, y'all. I'm looking dead at it and I don't know. WJBF something? I don't know. All right. I don't get involved. All right. The mother, no organs were missing. Mother of Jelani Day. Wait, hold on. Okay. Sorry for that interruption, y'all. My neighbor had texted me and said he was expecting something to be delivered and could I get it? And so it was a big ass FedEx box. Whew, the blood of Jesus. Aha. Anyways, let me recenter. Where's my punch? So the mother is saying, nah. All right. She clarifies Chicago Sun-Times report. Peoria, Illinois. A report in the Chicago Sun-Times revealed graphic details about the condition of Jelani Day's body. In September, Jelani's body was found in the Illinois River in Peru before it was identified nearly 3 weeks later. On Monday, Carmen Bolden Day, Jelani's mother, clarified some of what was revealed. Okay, I'm too enlarged or something. What do I need to do? Oops. Trying to have it all on screen for y'all, but so anyways, she revealed that in that report by the Sun-Times, she clarified what was revealed. In the article, according to his mother and their attorney, Jelani's body was found without eyeballs. The Sun-Times also stated the family's private forensic pathologist could not find the brain or other organs, including Jelani's liver or spleen. The lawyer said the LaSalle County Coroner's Office's pathology report explained that the organs were, quote, completely liquefied. Damn. Were completely liquefied. The report by the Chicago Sun-Times received lots of social media reactions, which many people with many people calling for justice and some questioning exactly what happened to Jelani. You see, I'm off. You see, you can feel it. You feel it. You know. That's why whenever I present work to you, I'm centered. I'm focused only on you. That's it. Whether I'm recording or if I'm live with you, it's important that the energy flow remain the same. You understand? That you have my undivided attention. So you could just feel the energy shift there, with these interruptions and phone calls and FedEx packages and things. The Sun Times, I read that. The report by the Sun Times received lots of social media reactions. Okay, I read that. Now, in response to those concerns, Jelani's mother said this in a statement, quote, "No organs were missing. I do not want to stray off from the facts. There were contradicting facts from the first preliminary autopsy compared to the second independent autopsy. But this is not a case of organ harvesting. However, my son did not put himself in a river. My son was murdered, and my goal and purpose are to find out what happened and hold those responsible accountable." End quote. That is from his mother. This is, 2 days ago? 2 days ago, yeah. So this is mother saying it, and it's a quote. They even highlighted it in gray, and it's slightly italicized or something, but that is from his mother. All right. So we'll take that. But it seems a little. Even she cites that there was the preliminary autopsy and then the independent autopsy. So, but WMBD tried to contact the coroner's office about the Sun-Times report and has not heard back. Bloomington police said the coroner's or the county sheriff's office is continuing to lead the investigation into Jelani's death, which they said is ongoing. WMBD also reached out to Jelani's mother for further comment and is waiting to hear back. Well, what else do you need to hear back from her? She already told you this is not, like her son is not. What do you need to hear from the mother? I'm just not understanding. So there was some highlighted blue things. I just want to look at. My body found in Illinois River is Jelani. Coroner confirms. We'll probably read that one. Authorities search for missing Alabama A&M graduate in Illinois. A report in the Chicago Sun-Times. Well, let's read that one because that would have been what precipitated the information about there being missing organs. Some things no mother should have to endure. Carmen Bolden Day had to wait nearly a month to view the body that might be her dead son, Jelani Day, and she sensed an initial lack of urgency by police to find him. So she had to wait a month after they found the body, or they waited a month until they found the body? Do you understand what I'm asking you? Because that's a significant delineation to make. Because if they had the body for a month and she couldn't see it for a month, then why? If that's what it's saying, we'll just read it again. She had to wait nearly a month to view the body. So this is 8th October. Commemoration of a life. This is the third column in a series titled Justice for Jelani. Read John W. Somebody's first column in the series here and the second. Okay. It was, in a sense, a premature autopsy on an opaque, near faceless, and scalpless body that not even a mother might recognize. The waterlogged corpse lay in the possession of the coroner's office for 24 days. Even after the authorities finally made positive identification, reportedly through dental records and DNA, Carmen still had not been allowed to see the body that the authorities eventually said was her son, Jelani Day, who was 25. Okay, now I smell a whiff of bullshit, everybody. Did you just get the whiff of it too? I mean, we're not disrespecting the mother's quote, because she is going on what she is told and the information that she has available to her. That's fine. This is not in conflict with that. But this is definitely raising at least an eyebrow, you know. But how could she know if it was her Jelani unless she had a chance to finally lay eyes on the body, even as a decomposed refrigerated shell? How could she know? How could she rest? Know for certain in her heart that it was her son, or even have some semblance of peace and acceptance, unless or until she had perhaps had the chance to scan the body from head to toe. A little while to search for signs, no matter how seemingly insignificant, that the autopsied body was indeed her baby son, her baby boy. Some things a mother knows. Some things are unimaginable. Some things just don't add up. Some things about this case just ain't right because they just ain't right. Some things make absolutely no sense. Some things only God knows. Some things, even a puzzling mystery, can, in time, come to light. But some things no mother should have to endure, among them having to wait nearly a month for the chance to view a body that might be her dead son. Among them, sensing a lack of urgency by devil-ass police to initially search for her son, even after his car was found in a wooded area in Peru a day after he had been reported missing. Also among them, an unveiling or an unevening, painstaking wait, an unnerving, painstaking wait of more than 2 weeks for the authorities to at last identify the body, and the perceived lack of empathy shown to a grieving black mother of a dead or possibly still missing son, which in itself begs the question: would Jelani Day's case have been handled differently if he were not black and male? Of course. We know this. Who's the bitch they just found? The white bitch? Gab, I don't know her name. Nobody cares. I don't care. But I mean, she was everywhere. I think they even had the Pope looking for her. I mean, Oprah was out looking. It was just, come on. This is a rhetorical question. If he was not black and male, but a woman who was white and blonde, this much is clear as black and white, that someone knows what or who brought this handsome, promising young black male graduate student to this town, population 0.4% African, and 60 miles north of his college campus where he was studying to be a doctor. Clear is that someone knows how Jelani ended up floating dead in the Illinois River, and that even as the authorities continue to call the case of Jelani's demise a death investigation, end quote, there is something foul about this case that stinks to high heaven and that cries out for answers and for justice for Jelani. Weeks after Jelani was reported missing by his mother on 25th August, the case had remained unsolved, and the circumstances surrounding his death are a swirling mystery. The dreaded call came nearly a month later in September, as Day was on the phone with her attorney. The other line buzzed. Day answered. It was the LaSalle County Coroner's Office. She remembers the excitement that filled the coroner's voice as he bubbled with good news, quote unquote, about the case. The office had received new dental records, she recalls the coroner telling her, explaining that we're now prepared to possibly make positive ID. Wait a minute. Huh? What? Day sat dazed and confused. Weeks earlier, she and other family members had complied with the coroner's request to submit to DNA testing. Both the mother and her attorney, Hallie, said they had also earlier been informed that the coroner had removed one of the corpse's tibia bones and sent it out for DNA analysis, something that left Day disturbed and puzzled. Why would they need to do something seemingly so drastic for a DNA sample? That's exactly what I was thinking before I even read that. I didn't even see that yet. And oh my God. Day said that she also had previously contacted the coroner to provide her son's dental records in her earnest hope for answers. Though with no word back from the coroner until 8 days after she'd left her first message, she waited and waited and waited, hope fading like the last glow of a sinking summer sun. So when the coroner finally rang with news on 22nd September about a possible ID due to the acquisition of, quote, new dental records, Day quite naturally had questions. I'm just over this Day shit. What is it they say his mother's name was? So I can just call her by her first name because I'm over it. Was it Carmen or something? Wait, y'all. Let me pause you. Yeah, it's Carmen. So Carmen quite naturally had questions. Carmen's question had her attempt to get a better understanding apparently perturbed the coroner. She says, for his next words fell harshly. Quote, do you want us to identify your son or not? Carmen recalled. It's bullshit, everybody. I was already smelling it when they talked about him getting the tibia bone and we need DNA from you. And then I speculated earlier about, them saying there was the initial autopsy and then there was the independent autopsy. This is quite a claim to be making if it's not true. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe, and we know that coroners are often shady and shifty. This is another one. And that exclamation confirms my suspicion and the energy I was feeling from it already. Coroners will say anything. There are a lot of dirty coroners out there. And so, yes, it was organ harvesting. I suspect that they're now offering some other body and saying, this is your son. And because, well, we're going to read further because, she was like, they were kind of blowing her off. What did it say? Damn, this thing's going to cut me off. So when the coroner finally rang on 22nd of September, blah, 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 even when they were questioning about why would you need a whole bone for the DNA, you feel me? Like I can't. But then this one, when he says, do you want us to identify your son or not? Carmen sat aghast, without words, tears swelling. Her attorney, whom Carmen had merged on the call, suddenly lit into the coroner. The attorney recalled telling him he had no fucking right to speak to Carmen that way. You see what I'm saying? His fucking building should be dust. If brothers would get on our damn grind and do the shit we're supposed to be doing, that would be a fucking pile of dust. Do you understand me? A day later, the devil-ass coroner made a positive ID. After notifying the family, they released the news to the press. It was Jelani, they said. That was their determination. But there is a yearning for a mother to see even a dead son, except she would have to wait still. The corpse had no eyeballs, only sockets. The river's water had run her course, soaking the body through and through. The body was missing its front, top, and bottom teeth. So then how they do dental records if it was missing its top and bottom teeth? Wait, did I read it right? It's front, top, and bottom teeth. Okay, the front, top, and bottom. His mother and the attorney said, citing a second autopsy performed by a private forensic pathologist at the request of the family, his jawbone had been, quote, sawed out. The family's private forensic pathologist could find no brain, according to Carmen and her attorney, no organs, neither liver nor spleen. So then why is she proclaiming 2 days ago, oh no, there was no organs missing? Something else is going on, everybody. Something else is going on. And where's the men? Where's the males? You know, I haven't seen any. Where's her? I ain't seen no dude in this picture nowhere. You feel me? Very concerning. Damn it, I'm gonna have to do a part 3. The attorney said that the coroner had explained that according to their pathology report, the organs were, quote, completely liquefied. I don't believe him. And he's white, so he's definitely a liar and a demon. The body had suffered innumerable fish and turtle bites and was maggot infested, said Besner, citing information both she and Carmen said they received from the coroner's office, which has not yet released its autopsy report to the family, according to her and the attorney. The genitalia were unidentifiable, according to the private forensic pathologist report, but determined to be, quote, flayed, end quote, according to the county coroner's forensic pathology. The attorney said, I don't know what flayed is, everybody. I'm going to look that up. Let me pause it. Okay, the definition is to peel the skin off of a corpse or carcass. In the example, quote, one shoulder had been flayed to reveal the muscles. So his genitalia was flayed. The attorney said that she continues to investigate to seek plausible, perhaps scientific explanations for the severely decomposed state of Jelani's body while keeping an open mind, though no question rings more loudly than this one. What on earth happened to Jelani? Quote, I'm really trying to ask questions and not go down the path of a lot of conspiracy because I think it's easy to go that way, the attorney said. Well, no, you don't even say that, you know. Just fuck that. You go down every road and we make no apology. Finally, 23 days after it was pulled from the river, 4 days after the authorities identified it, Jelani's body was released. 2 days later, on a cool autumn Wednesday, on 29th September, a grief-stricken mother and her family gathered at the funeral home where Jelani lay to pray. The mother wanted to lay her eyes on her baby boy, but the attorney advised her against it. He was in such bad shape, she explained. It's just heartbreaking. It's just a heartbreaking story for sure. Nah, you know, I'm getting readings from the attorney now too. You feel me? Like I need to see this bitch because she could be in cahoots. You understand? And listen, we remember Emmett Till's mother. She said, let them see what they did to my son. She needed to see this body. So we still don't know if this was Jelani. We don't know. And I say it wasn't because anything that white people say is a lie. It just is. You saw the attitude of the coroner and they weren't really all eager to even go looking for him to begin with. I call bullshit. I call it. This is going to cut me off, y'all. So it's going to be a part 3. Damn it. Only Jelani's mother and one of his brothers viewed his remains. Okay, she did see it. Okay, remains that his mother still wonders whether they were really her son or not. Wow. even as she prepares to celebrate his life at a closed casket service this weekend in his hometown of Danville, even as she prepares to lay her baby son to rest and his blood cries out for justice. So listen, we don't know if that's her son, dude. And a mother's instinct is like no other. It's given by God. You understand? Women can feel their children, feel them. Why wouldn't they? They're connected to their soul. They gave life, birth to this child. So when she say, what was the quote? He wonders whether they are really her sons or these remains are really her sons or not. This was not Jelani, dude. This is organ harvesting by white devils. That's what it is. And since it hasn't cut me off, I'm not going to do a part 3. So we're going to talk more about this in the live event, everybody. But I call bullshit. Did it cut me? All right. I'm going to leave it here. I call bullshit. The Jedi has spoken.